What's good, everyone? This is Artist of Truth, and welcome to my vlog entry. So, today I want to touch on two topics: domestic violence and domestic violence and false accusations. Domestic violence and false accusations. So, have you heard? Johnathan Majors was arrested in New York for domestic violence, right? Allegedly strangulation. I'm looking like strangulation. I was like, who this dude killed? But nobody was killed, thank goodness. But this brother was falsely accused because in the initial story, it clearly stated allegedly, right? And this is the thing that really got me, is when you have alleged in any conversation, that means there's room to be proven wrong. That means when you say allegedly they did something, that means you're not 100% that is facts, but this is the claim that has been brought forward, so we need to investigate it. So, no, I'm not an attorney or anything like that, but I do read. You could do it too. Just some people, they don't even, I don't know, it seems like when it comes to reading and research, some people can't do either or. But, I'm just saying, this brother was accused of strangulation. And what I noticed is when the story broke, there were a lot of people, ladies and preferably beta males, that were jumping on the bandwagon, that were saying, oh, he deserves what he get. He ruined his career and he did this and he did that. He did this and did that. Everybody had a whole lot of nails to beat into this man's coffin, right? This man turned around and pulled an undertake on some of y'all hoes, right? So, all of a sudden, when the smoke clears and a witness has written a statement, and then there's video that has surfaced that actually got the whole interaction, then all of a sudden, guess what this lady wants to do? She wants to recant her statement. Come on, y'all. She suddenly recants her statement. What other reason would a woman recant her statement as soon as she finds out that, there's video of that interaction and a witness? Look here. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to put two and two together and understand that it's four. Whether you add it up or whether you multiply it, it still comes out to be what? 4. Oh, okay. So all of a sudden this lady, she suddenly wants to recant her story. We're about to see how this shit unfolds for real. Because this is the thing. And you all have to agree. Men lie, women lie. Have we forgotten about the case with Johnny Depp? Have we forgotten about the case with Johnny Depp and the woman that he was involved with, and how she just tarnished this man's name and reputation? And then when when the smoke cleared, she was the liar. Can we say it all together, ladies and gentlemen? Men lie, women lie. So why do we, it's like you can't have selective outrage when it's a man that's doing domestic violence, and then you don't have that same selective outrage when a woman, a so-called woman, is the aggressor when it comes to domestic violence. Oh, Phil, what you talking about now? Oh, okay. So, in another case, before I get to this other case, I want to throw this individual in there. So, there's an individual that's a Broadway actor that goes by the name of Tim Nicolai. And apparently Tim Nicolai started spreading even more rumors about Johnathan Majors. He tweeted about it, but then I guess when he found out about the recanting of the statements, he makes his Instagram page private, and his those tweets, you can't find them anymore. But of course, the internet, whatever you put on the internet, is there, bitch. You may have deleted it, but somebody else has picked that shit up, so it's not going anywhere. But hopefully hopefully the rest of society will get around to demanding that Tim Nicolai either issue a public apology or cancel his career. Y'all know some of y'all folks good for canceling someone's career. Get on, throw them emails in there. But yeah, if you like that information, let me know. Let me know. Let me know in the comments below. I'll be more than happy to share that with you. But also, in other news, Khadijah Brown, a sister when it comes to domestic violence. Well, Khadijah Brown shot and killed her husband in front of their children and her mother. The video was on Facebook Live, and why do folks put damaging evidence against themselves on social media? You know y'all stupid, right? Okay. So she goes live, and you can see Khadijah Brown with her. I believe something is like truly wrong with this female, her and her mom. But she went live on Facebook, proceeded to talk about her husband, her and her mom up there gaslighting her and everything. Now, mind you, they're doing all of this talking in front of the kids. The kids are still in the same room. So eventually he comes in, because the reason why he was out was because he went to spend time with his mother. So when he came back, he was on the phone with his uncle, if I'm not mistaken. But it was a relative of his. So he enters the house, he's on the phone, and he basically says, I'm just coming here to, get my stuff so I can get ready for work. She's antagonizing him. She's the aggressor. And then here comes her mom adding on to it. Now, mind you, after probably a good 5 minutes, she sets the phone down. You can hear this man in the background saying, yo, keep your hands off me. Stop touching me. Stop touching me. And it got to a point where he did something, because all of a sudden the phone moved and whatnot. And he just kept saying, don't touch me, don't touch me. And in the midst of that interaction between her, the husband, and the mother, you could hear her voice in the background clearly say, I will kill you. I will kill you, or I'm gonna kill you. It got quiet. Some more words were exchanged, and all of a sudden you hear the gunshot go off. All of a sudden you start hearing two women hooping and hollering. Just hollering. Just a few seconds ago, y'all were instigating, and on this man case, the man was trying to leave. The wife wouldn't even allow the man to leave. Mother, she's just instigating and gaslighting. Instead of telling her daughter, get out of his way, he wants to leave. Allow that man to leave. Get out of his way. She shot and killed a man. She shot and killed her husband right in front of their children. So it's like you could hear them in the background just hooping and hollering. And after a while, the children started crying. So it's obvious the children even know exactly something has happened to daddy, because daddy is not, he's not getting up. He's not responding. What's all this stuff on the floor? What's that red stuff? You know what happened? Those kids are psychologically damaged for the rest of their lives unless they are presented with some form of counseling and therapy to help them through that. That's trauma. It's not just trauma when a mother is killed in front of her children. That shit is traumatic when the father is killed in front of his kids by his wife. Like, it's not that serious. There's nothing that you can do to keep a man. If a man's gonna leave, a man's gonna leave. There ain't shit you can do about it. Ladies, doesn't matter. You know, it doesn't matter how great you think you are, or how smart, or how educated, or even how good you think your pussy is. Because if a man wants to leave, a man gonna leave. If he's fed up with your shit, he's fed up with your shit, he's going to leave. If he blatantly says, man, I don't want to argue, that means he's done. He's fed up. Let that man go. Why are you trying to keep someone in a place they don't want to be? But yet, I know I can guarantee there's probably some ladies out there that will probably try and justify the means of this man being shot down in cold blood in front of his kid. Can't say, oh, well, she was being attacked. Can you really say that? Because if you were really so-called, quote unquote, being attacked by this man, then when he came in and said he just wanted to get his stuff and leave, why didn't you let him leave? If you are so-called, quote unquote, fearful, let him leave. But see, there wasn't any fear there. She wasn't scared of him. She knew exactly what she was going to do, and she did it. But then she didn't want to go to jail for it. Some people say something was wrong with her and her mom. I'm like, yeah, I totally agree. Totally agree. But ain't nothing wrong with them enough to say that, oh, they need to have a much, much reduced sentence. You can't say, oh, your mental state was this, that, and the fifth. Baby, your mental state was perfectly fine. Because when that man said, leave him alone, don't touch him, it was like she just kept provoking him. It's like, I don't know too many people that actually go to a zoo and then just purposely provoke a lion. Like I don't know anyone who's, except some folks who are just really stupid like that, to really go to a zoo or go into an animal's, sanctuary such as a lion and just continue to provoke it. Because what are you expecting that lion to do? That lion's gonna maul you. But in this case, the lion didn't have a chance to maul anybody. It was like, because they provoked, they kept poking and prodding at that lion. And then they turned around and shot him. Can't say, oh, he was threatening. No, because everything was on live. Stupid. Stupid. I wouldn't be one bit surprised if they happened to go after the mother. They most definitely need to go get in behind her, because she was, she was instigating the shit. You say you don't want to be involved, but you're there. Instead of telling your daughter, hey, come over to my house, bring the kids. Instead of saying that, you go over there and you get into it. So that makes you a part of the issue. We all, as adults, need to learn how to let shit go. Let people go. It's perfectly all right. There are a plethora of other men out there. There are a plethora of other women out there that you can meet. But moreover, if you're not all together up here, you don't need to be in no relationship to anybody, because you are really a harm to not only yourself, but you are a harm to other people. She might try and play that that, oh, I'm not competent shit. Which of course they gonna look at that and be like, yeah, we obviously see you're not competent, because you put the shit on live. Oh my gosh. So we basically gonna get to the point where men won't be able to trust women, because y'all noticing more and more men don't even want to get married. And it's not that they don't want to get married because some of you ladies think that all they want to do is control you. See, some of y'all got the wrong concept. And you're never going to get it right, because if you still want to operate with the same mindset, then guess what? No man is really and truly going to love you and treat you in the manner that you should be treated. Not what you think. Because some of y'all think that a man loves you by beating your ass. And some of you all actually entertain bullshit like that. But then after that man done whooped your ass so damn bad, then all of a sudden you suddenly realizing that, oh, he was abusive. But you knew about this. And you proceeded to entertain it and be a part of it. And then you bring life into this world with this man, and he's still beating your ass. Some women some ladies like that, I don't respect y'all. I don't respect y'all. I don't have no empathy. Because I feel like not only are you incompetent, but you don't. Your parents failed in teaching you how to value yourself and value others. Like, god dang, guys, y'all y'all not excluded. If a woman don't want to be bothered with you, leave her the fuck alone. My nigga, leave her the fuck alone. Who the fuck are you? Obviously, you lame as fuck. Because you don't know how to take no for an answer. Some guys get around here and think that a woman cannot tell you no. Like, my nigga, you can't take rejection. It's okay. You can't be every woman. You can't be every woman's cup of tea. And some of these ladies aren't worthy of the sip, homie. So sometimes you can easily be setting yourself up for failure and get fucked for the rest of your, for the next 18 some years of your life. And then you want to call her everything under the sun. But it's like, my nigga, you knew she wasn't shit before you got with her. That's your fault. You take that. You live with that. So it's like, when, and what would it actually take to get people to realize that, for one, domestic violence is real for men and women. And that when someone states allegedly, that's exactly what the fuck it means. Allegedly. That means it's not 100% confirmed. Regardless of what anyone else says, if the shit ain't confirmed, if you can't go and look up the court records and read that shit for yourself, stop following these social media apps. Stop being so quick to throwing someone under the bus just off a ledge. Because just as allegedly, it was alleged that he strangled a woman, it's alleged that it could be true. But then it's alleged that it could not be true. And the reason why I'm saying it that way is because for a woman to make a claim and then suddenly recant because a witness comes, has presented a written statement along with video to support what she witnessed, and then all of a sudden a woman wants to recant her statement, fuck out of here. We're about to see how this shit's going to unfold. But anyway, as I always like to say, Uncle Phil loves you, baby. Remember that now. Uncle Phil loves you. Might not like your actions and behaviors, but I still love you. I love you enough to say when you fuck up majorly, yeah, you need to sit for a very, very long time. Especially when it's a life that can never be brought back. Either that or firing squad. Protect your peace, y'all. Have a wonderful evening.